So now go to view on YouTube and see that it should be the one that's on Jared's, and then we should be able to edit it.
Yeah, but what I need, Chris, is that that other link you had sent in the other chat where we have to put the.
Yep. So I'll get it through again, but I just want to make sure: are you able to edit it and allow embedding?
Hello. Where do I go into the edit video portion of it, or where?
If you go to the show more, just make sure allow embedding is enabled, and that's where you'll put that link. That's what you're looking for, Ali. Or just make.
Yeah, allow embedding is actually already checked for me.
So then you should be good. So now from the video ID, which is everything after the V equals, you're going to paste that into the link that I just put in the chat again.
Hang on. Okay. I'm sorry. Say that again. This is something that I'm pasting.
Yeah. So I can probably help with this one. Can you just give me the link to the video, the video link on YouTube? I can just handle this one part for now to keep this moving.
Yeah. Hang on. Well. Puppy, what you doing? Okay, there it is.
You paste that in chat. Where does it come out? Or do you email it?
It should be in chat.
Oh, you put it in comments.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No problem. I see it there, so we're good.
Comments are public comments. Chat is just for us on the backside.
Yeah, normally I get that. I don't even see that now on there. It just says chat for me.
Just confirm we should be good here.
Oh, never mind. I didn't see it. Okay.
We are good.
Okay.
So this is broadcasting there. Anyone who's on the site should be able to watch the stream now.
All right. I understand all the steps. It's just a matter of making sure our main account.
And my suggestion is, like, what we can do is, after this, whenever you schedule it to that live account, let's just make sure that a lot, just like Jared, it's kind of weird that yours, I don't know why yours didn't by default, but like Jared's did or mine or most people's does. I don't think you did anything wrong. It just seems to be some work thing. Just let's resolve that before day of.
Yeah.
So, and I probably should have asked this before, but is there a reason why we did it can't you with StreamYard and YouTube stream something privately where we could have just tested it to our main account? Can't you do that?
You can schedule it, and then you can modify the privacy settings on the video to hide from YouTube. That's a possibility. It just takes a bit more effort to do that.
Yeah, but Jared, we can do a test run in general, so
yeah,
we'll figure it out later. Jolene, you ready to play?
Sure.
All right. Dirt to do. I do a welcome speech here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us with Project Chimps. I want to introduce you to Jolene Goodall, who is going to be hosting this lively entertainment this evening for virtual bingo. Welcome, Jolene.
Oh, hello, me primates. Welcome. Thank you, Ali. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do tonight, because we're going to do some special things for Project Chimps. Indeed. Now, I just want to say the first thing that I think is important, and that is that we're here to support Project Chimps and have a good time. So we're going to play some bingo, but don't forget, we want to donate a lot too. So make sure you check those buttons at the bottom. Now, for those of you that may have never played bingo before, you should get out more. But let me go over the rules anyway, just so you know. Now, remember, if you look at your screen, you're going to see that you have multiple cards there. You get 3 cards for every game. You can see it right there. Okay. And on those, so you want to go back and forth and check all your cards to make sure you haven't won on one or the other. And you can highlight each of the little squares when I call them out, so you know what you've got already. Okay. Yep. And once you've got bingo, you can hit the little button at the bottom that says, I have bingo. Now, only do that when you have it, because I'll know. Okay, good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click them as you hear them. You're going to check all your cards, and then you're going to let me know when you get a bingo. Now, we're playing more than one style of game, so getting a bingo will mean something different in several of the games, and we'll let you know at the top. Like, for example, in our first game, we're just going to play that traditional bingo, so that'll be a line up and down, diagonally. You can see it there on the screen, horizontally, any of those places. Now, to make sure that you don't miss out on a bingo, make sure you go ahead right now and just highlight free space on all of them. That's the one right there in the middle. That's free to you. We give it to you just for being here. Okay, so that's wonderful. All right, I think it's time to get started. So we're going to get a new game started. Like I said, it is traditional bingo. So you can just choose any of the ones that I call out. And I'm going to go ahead and get you started immediately with your first ball. That is going to be B10. So check all your cards, see if you got B10, highlight that. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to tell you that. So keep track, okay? Here's B10. You can see it right there for you. Okay. All right, let's get you going with a couple more, because one's just not going to get you there. So your next letter is B5. Now, we've had a few B's, right? That's because B stands for Babs. Babs is one of our chimps right there at the sanctuary. There she is in the corner of your screen. She's a big fan of peanut butter, and I am too. So we love Babs for that. And she is a force to be reckoned with. So B is for Babs. We've had B5 and B10. And now we're going to have G51. G51, everybody. G is for Greg. He's the oldest chimp. So G51. Okay, and I'm going to give you one more before we take a break. We just want to get a good start going, and then we'll go from there. All right, G59, also for Greg, our oldest guy. He's a wonderful chimp. He turned 40 last October. Yeah, some of you may have been around for that. All of our chimps are just having some wonderful birthdays. So check in on our website on projectchimps.org, see what's going on. You might get to find out about their birthdays or their Valentine's celebration. Good stuff going all the time. Okay. Now, you can see the links right there at the bottom. We'll pop those up. Yeah, Miss Allie's going to show you where to go when you want to check any of that out. You can find out more about Project Chimps there. But don't forget, at the bottom of your bingo card, you've got donation buttons right there, so you don't have to go away all the way to the organization page right now. You can just do that. Okay. All right. Let's have one more ball. And our next ball is going to be B9. B9, just like my tumors, thank God. Okay, so B9, but go ahead and mark that down. Now, I should probably take a minute and welcome you all to our second week of bingo. Some of you came last week, and I hope you really enjoyed it. We had another one this week, which unfortunately I did not know about. I had told there were going to be 3, but I figured it's once a year. So I wasn't quite ready. Thank goodness Jojo, the not a chimp boy, called me up and said, hey, are you ready? Why, there's Jojo now. He gave me a phone call. He said, hey, are you ready? I said, no, my God, no. So I ran off, slapped some makeup on. I have to wear my old house coat because I didn't have anything back from the cleaners, but I think we'll be all right. We'll still have a good time. Isn't that right, Jojo? Don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good. Thank you, Jojo. Yeah. So, and in case you don't know, because you didn't meet me last week because you weren't here, I am Jolene Goodall, acclaimed primatologist. That means I like the chimps. And that's why I'm helping out at Project Chimps. So, you know, if you like the chimps, you can help out too. But first, let's see if you have O72. O72. Now, O is for Oscar. Not surprisingly, he is also one of the chimps there, and he also likes peanut butter. So O is for Oscar, and we called O72. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, yes, I have studied chimps for a while, and so I think that's a good segue into one of the things we're going to do here each night as you're playing with us. We've got another week coming, so you can come back. We're going to educate you a little too. So we're not just going to have fun, we're going to learn something. And tonight, I want to introduce our chimp facts. Jojo and I are going to introduce you to chimp facts every week. And let's see, our first chimp fact for today. So I don't know if all of you knew this, but chimps mate for life. Yep. And the males hold their eggs on their feet until they hatch. Yes.
Jolene,
Yes.
I believe that's penguins.
Oh, penguins. Penguins mate for life. Yes, that makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? I mean, they are easy to confuse, but they're both adorable. So help us support these chimps because they don't mate for life or hold their eggs on their feet, okay? So help us out with those chimps, and we'll have some more chimp facts for you in a minute. But first, it's time for G52. G52, everybody. And this time, G is for Gracie. Now, Gracie's caregivers describe her as very playful. A lot of the chimps are playful, but Gracie especially so, and she's kind of a goofball, right? So when she's playing, you never know what you're going to get out of this one. Oh, she's hysterical. And she really enjoys her group, but her good friend is Emma. Emma's also in that group, and they have a good time together. Oh, I'm just noticing my hair. Oh, I just wish I had time to put it up. You know, it's so much better when it's up. But whatever, we're working, we're playing, we're raising money. Now, it's important to raise money because, you know, Project Chimps does some special work for these chimpanzees. These folks are retired from their previous life of working in laboratories. It wasn't a great life, and they're much happier to be retired now. So they're at Project Chimps, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of money to keep them there and make sure that they have the best food and they have the shelter they need. They have a good time. They've got some wonderful toys to play with, all of that sort of thing. And there's ways that you can help us. The easiest, of course, is to simply go right down your bingo card and hit one of those donation buttons. You'll notice that one of those is for $10, and that's a little bit more money than we would need to feed just one chimp for just one day. So you can start there, but that's just a couple of meals. So you might want to hit something a little higher, but honestly, we'll take whatever you can spare. We know it's a hard year for everybody, including us here at Project Chimps, trying to make sure we got everything we need for these guys. Your help is greatly appreciated. And just to thank some of you that donated just then, I'm going to throw another ball out there. How about 063? 063, everybody. Now, 063, as I've mentioned before, I think, is for Oscar. Oscar's our only O chimp. So you're going to hear a little bit about Oscar, okay? Oscar has settled in to the sanctuary so wonderfully, and he's a little timid, but like many of the chimps, he still enjoys his playtime from time to time, okay? I'll tell you more about Oscar when we have some more O's, because we're going to have some more O's. Yep. Okay, let's get another ball out there. It is N31. N31, everybody. If you have N31, you can go ahead and mark it now. Please go ahead and do that. Oh, good. Okay. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm trying to play because I want to win that peanut butter. And mine just hasn't been showing me the, oh, there they are. There's the balls. Now I'm getting them. If you have a problem like that too, you might want to refresh. You can do that up in that thing where the URL is. You just refresh. It'll bring you back in. So if you're having any trouble, you might need to do that, okay? We are also monitoring our comment section, but there's a lot of you out there, so we may not catch everything everybody says, okay? Oh, N33 is next. N33, N's for Noelle. Noelle's one of my favorites. She's a mid-ranking chimp in her group, but she's well-respected by all the other girls there, and she is just a cutie. She really is. I mean, they're all adorable, but she's fabulous. Okay. Oh, speaking of all of you out there, now, we can't respond to all of your things, but I can see a few of you. They've thrown you up on the screen for me here. Those of you that agreed to that, so don't worry. I'm not watching all of you. If you're there in your underwear playing and you didn't say we could, then we're not watching. Don't worry. Okay. And I just want to say you're a lovely bunch out there. You really are. Some of you could have put a little more effort in tonight. I know we're not together and it's not a formal occasion, but I'm not sure that's the best choice. I'm here in my house coat, and that's not great, not great. I wasn't quite ready, but I don't know what that is you're wearing, madam. I'm sure. I mean, homemade is great, but sometimes you just got to get store-bought, okay? It's a lovely hat. Oh, yes, yes. Jojo is demonstrating the proper use of a hat in the next room. Maybe we can have a little look at Jojo so you can see how you might like to look next time around. Maybe you'd like to be a pilgrim. Who knows? Give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's just fun. It's fun. If you're here, why not? Okay, it's time for the next ball, and that is G49. G49. Ooh, it's just wonderful. Oh, and I'm watching from the front end, and it's just amazing. It's like I'm my own little, just, personal television star right here. It's fun. It's fun. And I like to watch TV. I've watched a lot of TV. So it's fabulous. I mean, I remember when I used to watch TV all the time, the one thing I didn't watch, though, was game shows. So game shows, I mean, this is a game show, right? So I'm on a game show, but I didn't like watching them, especially that Jeopardy. It was a bit tough. Now, I like watching it a little more now that you can pause the TV and open up Google on your phone. It's a much better game that way. So I'm enjoying the Jeopardy now. And I hope you guys do too. But better, I hope you enjoy a little bingo. And to make sure you do, let's give you N42. N42. Remember, I mentioned N was for Noel, but there's also a chimp named Neil. Yes, Neil is also an N chimp, and he was very distinctive looking when he came. He's got the wonderful pink muzzle with lots of freckling. You can see him there on your screen. He's got a little peanut butter there on his face, but it's okay. He had lots of freckles. He's tanned up a little now, but he still has that distinctive muzzle that makes him easy to pick out in his group. He's very attractive, and he's a lot of fun. So give a little money for Neil, because that's the ball you just got. So to thank Neil, let's throw a little money at him. And to thank Oscar, or 068, we can send a little money to him too. Now, if you don't like pressing the buttons, you don't have to press the buttons for donate. There are other ways to do it. We'll talk more about that, like our Amazon wish list, like our sponsorships. But maybe you just need to know a little bit more about Project Chimps right now, maybe to understand what they're doing, because not all of you are that familiar with us. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to invite Ali back onto the screen so she can tell you just a little bit about what Project Chimps is. Hey, Ali, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey,
a little bit about it.
I've been playing along. I'm like two balls away on the B category. If you could get some more Bs up there, I'd really appreciate it. But while you're looking for those balls for me, Project Chimps is all about taking care of chimpanzees retired from medical research. And we are so grateful of all of you here to learn, hopefully, some more real chimp facts later from Miss Jolene. Jojo, can you make sure she's got the right cards this time? And hopefully you've been able to look at our website and you can learn about the 77 chimps that are currently residents, and we have 120 more chimps that are still needing to join us. And we certainly cannot do that without your support today and tomorrow and for the next 40 years, because they do live a very long time, and we want to give them an exemplary life for their entire existence that they're going to have in Sanctuary. So I hope that you will reach out and ask questions and follow up after this game, but I don't want to delay anyone from earning that peanut butter. So let's get back into it, shall we?
Oh, yeah. That sounds great, Ali. Thank you so much for that. Because, I've heard all about Project Chimps, but sometimes I get a little confused, if you've noticed. So it's better to hear it from Ali, so you can hear just what all those wonderful people up there at Project Chimps are doing, right? It's just good. Let's get another ball in play. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? So it's time for Oscar again. 069. 069. Okay, so mark that down. Make sure you've already hit your free space. Hopefully some of you are getting a little bit closer. I haven't had any bingo calls yet, and that's okay. There's more balls to come. In fact, why don't we do another one right away? How about G46? G46. Now, Ali has mentioned that we learn a lot about chimps. As an acclaimed primatologist myself, I've learned a lot about chimps. And so let me share another chimp fact with you. Jojo, here's one that I heard about. I understand that chimps swallow their prey whole and then take up to a week to digest them completely. Isn't that amazing? Oh, yes. Oh, wait, I'm getting a text.
I believe that's a snake.
A snake. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Snake. Like
Yes,
a
I've also been
python.
texted pythons do this. Yes, okay. So pythons, not chimps. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. You know, we're all learning every day. I'm learning new things about chimps. You'd think I know everything about chimps, but it's just not true. We all learn. We're on a journey. So journey with me. And let's go ahead and see who has N32. N32, everybody. So try out N32. Okay, good. Now, I want to mention a few other things that have been going on. Oh, now, first of all, are you all comfortable with this whole thing? Because I know I'm still figuring out how all this works. Us talking, because, you know, when I was in Australia studying chimps, I mentioned that last week how I went to Australia to study chimps. Remember, what's the difficulty with studying chimps in Australia? Yeah, no chimps, no chimps. But I was there for a while and I was looking around and I would get lonely. So I would Skype my family. You know, Skype, that's this thing where you're on and you can see people on the screen and talk to them back and forth through a computer. I think you get the idea. I think you know what we're talking about, right? Yeah, this thing here. Yeah, well, I did that a lot. And it was so sweet because my parents, they at the end of every broadcast, they'd lean in for a nice big kiss. And oh, it's so sweet, but it was terrifying the first couple of times they did that. Coming at you. Woo! It was too much. But I think that I'm really comfortable with the technology now. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and give you another ball because I figured out how to do this. It's Oscar again. It's 066. 066. We have quite a few O's out there. Maybe somebody's got a line up and down and who can say? Who can say? Only you can prevent bingos. So press that button when it's your turn and you've won it. Okay. You know what? Nobody has rung bingo, so let's give you another ball just because it's time. I believe it. This is our first I-21, everybody. This might do it for somebody. I-21. You know we have no chimps named I, but that's okay because I stands for a bunch of other things. For example, I stand for infrastructure. Now, Project Chimps has a wonderful infrastructure, but they're constantly working on it. We have a wonderful facilities team that's helping things happen, but we have some even bigger projects beyond facilities, just cleaning up and creating new spaces and helping with storage. We have to create some big spaces for all these new chimps that are coming. And that takes a lot of money. So your donations are important. You know, I mentioned there are many different ways you can do donations, so I'm going to throw it back to Ali so she can describe some of those many things you can do to help support Project Chimps. If you don't want to just press the button, Ali, what else could they do?
So there's lots of ways that you can support the chimps, right? There is the donate button. Cash is always welcome. We love cash because then we can spend it on other things that we need. But if you want to make sure that the donation goes specifically towards peanut butter, you could go to our Amazon wish list and you could select different items off of that up to the amount that you want to spend. It'll ship right to our door. It's like Christmas every day for the staff when the FedEx truck shows up and we have no idea what's coming off to help the chimps, help the facilities team, because sometimes we just need nuts, bolts, and nails. You know, those things we go through them quite a bit as well. And then if you're local, you know, the kids can actually collect things like cereal boxes, empty cereal boxes. We actually go through a lot of those for the chimps. We stuff them with nuts and seeds and then shredded paper and then give them to the chimps as kind of like a little surprise piñata that they get to rip open and find all the snacks inside. So like paper towel tubes and cereal boxes, those cardboard egg cartons. If you're local, you can collect all those items. Those are great, easy donations to get every age involved in donating and thinking about charity.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's true. There's just so many ways to help. There's so many ways to help. So make sure you do what you can for our charity and for any other charities you're passionate about. Hopefully you're passionate about animals. I know I love animals. Oh, look, there's another ball up. It's 075. 075, everybody. That's your next one. Yeah, I love animals myself. I mean, I have a rescue dog, for example. I love that little bugger. He is wonderful, but he doesn't always mind, and I'm not good at training. So, you know, I just say to people, oh, he's a rescue. And they always say, oh, a rescue. I understand. You know, when he's barking and misbehaving, oh, he's a rescue. They say, I understand. Now, I've tried that with my boyfriend, but people aren't buying it. When he misbehaves and I say, oh, he's a rescue, they're like, oh, yeah, but no. Okay. Oh, I think it's time for another ball now. Oh, G, not O, G. G56. It's G56, everybody. If you've got a bingo, let us know. We're getting down to the wire. So if you don't have one, you better pay close attention to all three of those cards and poke them in whenever you can. Okay. Good. All right, let's give you another one because nobody screamed in yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do G54. G54. Now, what other G's do we know? Well, there's Gertrude. Gertrude is a wonderful chimp. She's a high-ranking female in her group. She really kind of rules her social group with Latricia and Samira. They're a wonderful bunch. I've met them. They're lovely. Their caregivers, of course, just love interacting with them. Gertrude is curious and friendly, and she likes those things that Allie was just mentioning, those interactive toys that often produce a treat available on Wish at any time you want. And I just want to let you know that Gertrude can use your help too. Okay, let's see who else needs some help. G58. G58. Well, I've mentioned Greg. He needs a little help as an old timer. He loves those fluffy blankets to just relax in. He loves to sit and, lick on that peanut butter stick when they use the little sticks to get into that they make them a little thing where they can poke the sticks in and pull out the peanut butter. I think it's called a termite mound. Yes, termites, they're animals, right? I think they're animals. I don't know. I pay attention to the chimps. So, another ball has come up. It is G47. So we're talking about Greg again, G47. Anyone? Okay. No, nobody. Okay.
That's the bingo.
Yes, indeed. So we have a bingo. Oh my goodness. Yes, there it is. I thought I heard somebody yell it, and there it is. Our bingo today is Kyle. Oh, Kyle has a bingo. Wonderful, wonderful. Kyle Brumley in Lilburn, Georgia. Let's give a shout out to Kyle. What has he won today? I believe he's won a jar of peanut butter. Congratulations. Now, if you wish you had won that prize, you can go to projectchimps.org. There's a link to our shop. I think there's a direct link that'll be showing right here as well. And you can get that prize yourself. So if you didn't win it, but you'd still like to have it, you can help us out by purchasing it through the shop. And so much of that proceeds goes straight to Project Chimps. So that would be fabulous. We're going to take a break and reset the board, but I'm going to let Allie chat with you just a little bit more while we get ready for our next game. She's got some stuff to tell you about when it comes to bingo, so I'm going to let her do that, and then we'll start our next game. So, if you need a pee break, time to run. But if you're staying with us, you can go ahead and take the moment to look at projectchimps.org or just to scroll down and hit that donate button. You're not going to miss anything because we're not starting the next game for a minute or two more. So go ahead and take that opportunity. Okay, great. And here's Allie to tell you a little bit more.
That was great. Congratulations to Kyle on winning your peanut butter. If you don't like peanut butter, you can mail it into the chimps because they love it.
They like that peanut butter, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay.
Jolene, I think this has been good for the test run. Are you comfortable? Can we call it there? Because
my only concern is I'm watching from the front end on bingo, and I'm noticing that if I want to watch what's going on, I have to play the live stream, which immediately goes to full screen, and I can't touch my bingo cards. And as soon as I go back to play bingo, I'm no longer watching anything. So I don't know if that's a problem I'm having or that's a problem everybody's having.
And if you pinch right, you can continue to watch while you play bingo.
How do you do that, Chris?
It's like it's a pinch movement on your phone, depending on what type of phone you are, and then that will minimize it, but you can keep playing while you watch.
Well, and see, that's what keeps happening is if I'm watching it, it's playing, and when I do anything that brings it down,
have you tried the
immediately
pinch movement? Not stopping it, not exiting full screen, but the pinch movement.
Okay, I think that might have worked. Yes. Because I'm seeing you talk to me now.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Good.
I was curious, but that's something I might want to remind folks of at some point during the game too, because they might run into that, and they don't want to miss my fabulous face.
Jolene, have you been able to read the comments as they were coming in, or are you not able to?
I do see them now, and I kind of noticed some were coming in, but I need to adjust my screen so I can see them better because I've got the bingo screen up so I can watch that, and I'm trying to watch the StreamYard as well. So I'll just.
Well, I wonder if that could be a role that JoJo plays by bringing to your attention that someone has a question that they need answered, like something like that.
That would be great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can get. I will remind all of my JoJos to just make sure they can see those chats, and the comments. More importantly, the comments. Yes, because I wasn't on comments, and I'm now seeing all of Kyle's comments.
And Ellie, I'll look into see if I can see any reason why it was not showing for people. You said that these are people that were in different places that had the same problem.
Yeah, I don't know where Kyle
Yeah,
is.
for me, for instance, I'm at
I'm
property
only logging
and
in
I'm
at a
on,
time.
Sorry, two people talking at once.
but I'm here on property. My Wi-Fi, everything is fantastic. And as I was playing, the balls were not coming up. And of course, you refresh and the balls come up, but then you lose all your progress in your cards. So then you got to go through all your cards and catch your cards up. But the balls didn't start coming up after that. So the same thing started happening again.
So so they never come up for you? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, 3 came up and then they stopped. I kept playing. They weren't coming up. Finally, I refreshed, like 12 more popped up, but then they stopped again.
Okay.
So they never just came up as they were being called.
Megan, what's your email? I'll look to see if we see like, you know, a lost connection to the server or what that would be.
mhume@projectchimps.org.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just looking down at my game, and a lot of them aren't there for me either.
Yeah, when
I could definitely see that would get frustrating if you have to
Yeah,
refresh.
that's not
and
even
your
a thing.
progress.
We do this, you know, with a lot of people, and we don't have that issue. So I'll investigate to see if there's some special configuration or something's off here with this site, but we'll find out. And
Yeah, and I think Kyle was having the same issue.
Yeah, he's mentioned it. Yeah.
okay, we will follow up on that, and you'll hear from Dawn tomorrow on that.
okay. Okay, so mine is the connection to YouTube, which we'll resolve, and the game's staying current with the balls without having to refresh. I felt comfortable popping on and off screen, so I'm good with that. Jared, I can work through just making the rest of the overlays so it's not all peanut butter all the time. I just did that too.
Hey, some people like peanut butter. It's a good prize. No, I thought that was all great, and I loved seeing this pop up. I probably won't bother putting the bingo up, so maybe that's another thing we can have JoJo on just to keep an eye on, or somebody there maybe just want to be keeping an eye on that
To keep an eye on what?
on the front end, so that like Megan noticed some things. Because I'm happy to, you know, even if we get it resolved, it's great if I have the ability to know something's happening and can say, hey, everybody, you might want to go ahead and refresh.
Gotcha.
We seem to be having a minor technical.
Okay.
That's the thing. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it, and I thought it went back and forth pretty well. And Kyle got to a bingo pretty well, so the timing wasn't bad either.
And possibly either myself or Allie, maybe we can have also the cell phone number for JoJo, so we could also be in touch with him via text if we needed to.
I'll make sure that happens. Again, the Kyle that just won will probably be JoJo most of the time.
Awesome.
And we have another actor that's also interested so if Kyle can't make it every time, she'll also be able to be JoJo. And in a pinch, of course, Mike or John can pop in as JoJo as well. And I kind of like the idea of JoJo never being the same all the time, so that it's just confusing that there's this random JoJo that you don't recognize each time he shows up. But yeah, I thought the pacing was good. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we need to go over?
I think, Jolene, you're set. Jared and I have graphics to finish, and then Chris and Don have to get me all the details on embedding this properly onto our YouTube and making sure that that's done well in advance.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, and Chris, I did have one question. I know people could opt in for a reminder that the game is starting that they registered for. If they didn't choose that, they're not getting any sort of reminder. If they
And reminder from us, but you can always download the list from the report and send them a reminder as well, which I would suggest you do.
Okay, Megan, I will work on that, and then I'll just need the email list maybe a couple hours before, and we'll do that, because if they sign up before within that window, then hopefully they remember to log in.
Right, exactly.
Cool.
But you never know.
Too bad on that.
All right, Allie, we'll be following up on our end tomorroat. Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank
Great
you.
job, everybody.
Okay. Bye.